it's day 9, would have been day 9 of my water fast. I went to hospital to visit Nan last night and she passed away. I was there to hold her hand and share family stories with my parents and sisters, and it was just really nice to be able to share those last moments with her. Despite how horrible it was seeing her like that, I'm just really lucky that I was able to be there for that time, and we were able to hold her hand and talk her through it and say goodbye to her properly as she passed over to the other side. Me and my sister were both out the room when it happened, and it was my fault. I'd sent my sister down the shop. We were going to get fizzy drinks and sweets, and I'd brought coffees up to the room that my nan was in. We finally got her moved to a private room because otherwise she was just in the ward and there was someone, not their fault, but there was someone shitting in a bedpan next to her and then someone eating their dinner the other side of her, and it was just so undignified. So my dad kind of pushed them and was like, come on, we need a fucking private room, it's not fair, this isn't the way to do it. So we got a private room. It was a really nice room, big room with a beautiful painting that covered the whole wall. So it was just a really nice room to be in when that happened. But me and my sister had left the room and I'd gone to get coffees. I bought them and my nan was still in the state she was when I got there, so she was still alive but struggling. And I just thought she had a few more hours like that because she'd already been like that the whole time I'd been there. So I left to go and get more coffees, and my sister had left and she'd got pizza, and that's when it happened. And I remember I came back to the room and everyone was crying and just saying, you know, she's gone. And I'd literally been out the room for 5 minutes, if that. And my sister, who's also got an eating disorder like me, came up to the room and was like, fuck, like I was scoffing my face with pizza, and she was trying to fast that day as well. And I just thought, if I don't share this pizza with my sister, then she's going to never eat again, and she's going to think that it was eating and breaking her fast that caused her to miss probably the most precious family moment that you can have. So I ate the pizza with her. I went outside and she was crying and not eating any more of the pizza. She had this pizza, I think she wanted to throw it away, but I grabbed a piece. It was the most disgusting pizza I've ever seen, with like olives and spinach and it's just disgusting. I think it was gluten free as well. And I grabbed it and she was like, aren't you fasting? And I took a massive bite, and disgusting olives, the big fat olives with like that poo bit in the middle. And I ate it, and I ate the whole thing with her. And I was like, see, we're both out eating pizza, so you're not the fat sister, there is no fat sister, we're all fine. And Nan chose to go at that moment. It was the only moment out of the whole day that we'd been there that me and my twin were both outside of the room. So I think my Nan waited, and we then got to sit around her bedside after she'd passed, talking to her and sharing stories about her, and it was really beautiful to be able to have that time, because we don't have that as people. I hate how when loved ones die, it's like you just get told they're dead and then you don't get to see them again, that's it, they're just gone. Whereas when like a family pet dies, you get to hold their body and you get to say goodbye and sit with them after, or sit with them as they go to sleep. And it sounds messed up to want to do that, but it helped me have closure to be able to see her body, to know that she wasn't in there anymore. And I didn't feel rushed. We didn't feel rushed. Like, it wasn't like TV. We didn't have to cover her face with the sheet or anything. We just pulled it up to her shoulders, and I gave her a kiss on the forehead. And my older sister and my mum were both holding her hands as she passed, so she wasn't on her own. And I don't know why, but I felt it's so important, but I heard that you remain conscious for up to 15 minutes after you pass. It's 15 seconds or minutes, but just in case it was minutes, I stayed there and talked to Nan. And I sort of felt her presence in the room, and I just said, it's okay, Nan, you know, follow the light. You're in a safe place. It's okay. And we love you, and we know you're still here. And when I gave her a hug goodbye, like, I know it would be the last time I see her in this life, but I hate when people say that they're never going to see their loved one again. It's like, that's not true. You're going to see them. There's other worlds, there's other realities, and you're going to see them again, just not in this life. But that's why I broke my fast. And the fasting seems so insignificant with family stuff like this happening, and I just wanted to share. I think the reasons I broke the fast outweigh, like, I can fast anytime, but I can't say goodbye to my nan, and that moment happened once, and I didn't want my sister to never be able to eat again, so I ate that pizza with her. Really bad pizza choice if you're watching, Twinny. That's disgusting. I was trying to film this entry and my twin came in, so she's here and she can hear me bitching about her disgusting pizza choices. Even on the drug side of things, obviously with my addiction, my family kind of made a joke. Someone said, like, fuck's sake, you know, when I was really struggling, and they're like, where's the fucking drugs? Can they not just overdose her and get it over with? It's not fair, she's in pain, she's struggling to breathe. It's not fair, she's in pain, you know? And then my sister looked at my mum like, kind of pointing at me but not saying it. And then I caught them doing that, and we all just started laughing like, I'm here, like making a joke about my heroin addiction. So it was nice to have that moment. My nan wants all bright colours at the funeral, so I'm in the process of making about 50 holographic flower brooches for everybody to wear one. I'm gonna, like, big, they could go here, and my nan wants all bright colours at the funeral, no black, so I thought holographic rainbow goes with everything, and it's all the colours. So I'm going to make that one for everyone to wear. I originally wanted to make a holographic sequin suit, but I think that's way too much for one person to wear at a funeral, and
let's do it.
Maybe I could make them like a flowery accessory that's rainbowed, sequin and beautiful. It would be something that absolutely everyone can wear, and something special that everyone can keep after, and that would always remind them of Nan, because I know not everybody gets to keep something from their loved one. So in terms of fasting, I broke the fast. I thought of eating crap. It did hurt my stomach, but I think all the emotions overrode the pain, and I had a 4-sip shake today. I think I'm going to have a couple of days off fasting, but I'm definitely going back on my 30-day fast. And even just those 8 days that I did has massively helped my stomach pain. And after eating just yesterday, I don't feel as much pain as I would have usually felt. My stomach's not bleeding, which it usually does when I eat. So I think I'm going to have another 4-sip shake and maybe some fruit today. And then I'm going to be back on fasting tomorrow, because if I leave it too long, then 1, my stomach can't handle it and I'm too ill to eat properly anyway, but 2, I will end up just not being able to fast. So I want to get back into it whilst I'm still probably in ketosis. And yeah, I'm going to start again tomorrow. I think in terms of filming, I'll probably do the first 5 or 6 days without filming, just so I know I can stick to it. And hopefully the next video entry that you see would be me on day 8 again of this next fast, where I will continue and go for 30 days. But for now, it has really helped my health conditions, even just 8 days. I'm not happy that I broke it, but my sister's well-being and future of her eating disorder was more important than breaking my fast. And it wasn't just like it wasn't like this big noble action. Like, I'm a binging eating disorder person, and I binged on sweets this morning, but I didn't purge. And when you fast, when you do have an eating disorder, you are going to binge after usually, but it doesn't have to carry on for days or weeks or months. And in terms of weight loss, I've still lost 6 pounds, but that's not why I'm doing this fast. So I'm going to eat fairly normally, healthily today. Say normal for me, so I'm going to have another 40-sip shake or 40 juice.
Hey, neat.
Gonna have hang on, fuck's sake, I was gonna bring you in a minute, give me a sec. So far the experiment's worked, as long as I stick to it.
Peter, I got a little tip that's helped me, like, because I'm kind of recovered at the moment, but with the binging after fasting, well, I know when the food's there it tastes so amazingly, you're just like, oh shit, I can't put this down, I can't stop, how am I gonna be able to stop? If you don't, instead of thinking like, you know, like, oh my god, I need this, I want to taste that, think to yourself, like, a good question to ask yourself is, would I rather have this, do I want this now, or would I rather have it later? And then it's like, you're not saying I can't have this, it's not like you're saying no to food, it's just like, oh, okay, actually I'd rather have some of this later. Then you can put it to one side and you know that you're going to have it, And then yeah, if that can help you stop binging.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's my twin sister. So yeah, what she's just said, perks of not having a proper mic is we probably both sound the same volume. I think I'm going to bring my sister in for some advice on sticking to this clinical fast, because she's very much more recovered in her eating disorder than I am at the moment. And I think sometimes people with eating disorders are the ones that need the fasting the most, because we need that healing, and our digestive systems need it more than healthy people. So that's going to be all for now. Thanks so much for checking out my channel. Like and subscribe for more.